So we're gonna react to all the unreleased clips from Singles Inferno Season 4. They're scenes that are cut out that the directors slash producers were like, we don't think this fits in with the rest of the show. On the one hand, it makes sense because not everything needs to be shown. But on the other hand, it kind of does reveal a different side of the story that we don't know. And so I'm hoping we'll find out some spicy or just interesting details about what's been going on.
I didn't know there is a unreleased clip until you mentioned it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we're just gonna watch all of them in order. I think technically there's 8 clips, but there's only 5 videos, so we're gonna go through all of them now.
Okay.
Yeah, and tomorrow is gonna be the finale, so we're watching this before the finale, so.
Finale tomorrow, yeah.
Yes, good boy. Okay.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, we didn't see they went into this hot tub.
See. That's why in the second time, like, she was so quiet when she went with Yuk Jung-soo.
Really?
With Yuk, she didn't even get in the pool, remember? She just put her feet, they didn't get in.
Oh yeah, they
She
didn't.
was
Yeah.
just playing with the rules.
Yeah, she was sitting on the edge with the jean jacket.
Wait, why didn't they put this clip? That's
I
so
don't know.
좀 얘기도 많이 듣고 근데 친한 사람들은 나 좋아하는 사람한테만 한정. 그래서
Interesting.
좀 친해져야 돼.
He used that line. You have to get closer to me in order to see the real me. Oh yeah, she was so into him from the beginning, right? I don't know.
못 자겠다.
Oh, this is a clip of the two of them.
내가 그거 빌려줄까? 내 어깨.
네, 오케이. 잠깐만.
I'm still sad. I didn't really show it, but it was sad how Sian rejected Taeil.
Yeah.
끝났어.
레알바꿈을 날 준 거야? 프로포즈를
When they did spend time together, they were cute. But it was, what? Why don't you propose? Let's just talk about the first one. Sian and Jongsu, I feel like they didn't show them going into the pool at all. We didn't see that, right?
Yeah.
So I just assumed that they just had dinner and then they were just like sitting there talking. So I was like, oh, they didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's what we thought, right? Like,
Yeah.
But I don't understand why they didn't include that scene.
I
That
don't
scene
know.
was really nice, actually.
I think it's because it was pretty short. So unless like maybe the rest of it wasn't interesting enough, so they just didn't want to put like 2 minutes of it and then just leave. Because usually, I feel like if they show a scene, they usually have like 10 minutes of that scene. So that's what I feel like happened. But that makes me feel like, oh, like yeah, they definitely had more fun than I originally thought. Because I just remember seeing Sian just like giggle so much and being like,
Yeah.
and I was just like, why is she so like charmed? I feel like we missed a whole bunch of stuff there
Yeah.
on their date. And they're like, wow, like it looks like she's so in love. I'm like, yeah, but why? So that kind of explains it now. On the other hand, seeing Taeil and Sian, I feel like that clip definitely wasn't as impactful, but
Yeah.
still kind of like interesting to see them interact. Because we don't even see them interact that much. It's like they went on that one date, and then after that, they just like met like 2 or 3 times on Inferno, and that's it, right? So it's Minso and Junso.
Oh, okay.
아 곤란할게.
Oh, she's driving.
Oh,
That's fun.
yeah.
어제는
네,
무서우세요?
잡는 게 없냐.
There's nothing to cry.
운전하는 차 타니까 어때요?
뭐 나쁘지 않은데.
Oh, she's so smiley.
그 약간 잘 어울리는 것 같아 차랑.
저 그쵸?
시원하고.
Why didn't they put this clip, man?
I don't know.
So like cute.
여기 와서
여기 와서.
So sad. I don't know. Like they only showed like the dinner they had, right? And then afterwards they were in the tub.
운전 몇 년 하셨어요?
1년이요.
Really?
4년 했어요. 제가 탔으면 더 불안했을 것 같은데요?
저기요. 아니 뭐 실수만 안 하면.
Oh, he hasn't driven that long, huh?
좀 실수 안 했죠?
네, 운전하는 거 좋아해요?
전 진짜 좋아해요.
아 진짜. 바퀴 달린 걸 좋아해?
What a weird question.
최근에 그 제트스키도 타봤거든요.
네.
Okay, I think wheels is not a good translation for whatever they're saying. He said,
Yeah.
그러니까 이런 걸
어.
좋아한다는 거죠.
okay, never mind.
근데 이거 왜 하는 거야? 진짜 아까 너무
아
궁금했어.
그냥 같이 해주라 나 외롭다.
Oh, they're so funny. Okay, I don't know why they didn't include that.
또 뭐 써?
뭐를?
그림 그려? 우와 내 얼굴 그려줘. 나
Is he
그려줘.
drawing again?
아니 쉽게 그려 그냥.
알았어.
포인트만 살려서 그려도 되고.
So he drew for her too. He actually drew her. Whoa, what the heck?
His art is so.
No,
so
but like
savage.
people, I think someone was saying in the comments, it's like, oh, like he only just drew for Eugen and that's it.
Yeah, because we didn't see this. People don't know.
No, that's what I'm saying. Why didn't they show it?
그냥 느낌만?
진짜 끝이라고? 아 이게 뭐야? 오빠.
Oh my god.
이렇게 바로 그리지?
너도 한번 해볼래?
내가 오빠 그려줄까?
I see. I guess because it's not that romantic, so they just decide to not put it in.
Yeah.
But it's so cute. Wait, that's pretty good. Wait, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
무슨 소리야?
They do. They look similar. They're both drawings.
버리기만 해.
Oh.
끝날 때까진 버리지 마.
그럼
Oh, his ears are kind of red. That's cute. Why didn't they include that? I think they should have included both of those clips.
Yeah.
They probably didn't include it because then it's like they're like, oh, like now they're gonna ship the two of them, so they're gonna be upset when Sian and him start like, you know, going on dates and stuff. I don't know, because like the clips that they did show of the two of them, like the dinner was like he was like more like calm for the most part, right? Like other than when she was like, oh, how big is 7 meters? Is the table 7 meters?
Yeah.
He's like, huh? And then, like, during the tub scene, he was just, like, saying something, like, oh, like, I wrote your name in the hand or whatever, right? So it's like, other than those two moments, he was generally more quiet from what we saw. But then in these two clips, he's a lot more talkative.
They should include that, right?
I feel like this is what they did. This is their editing technique. They like wanted to include the clips where he's more quiet, like he's not that into her. I don't know. That's how I feel. Like, doesn't that make sense though? Like, why not include this? Like, because both of these were, I don't know. It just made sense to include them. I was just saying like how like the translation said like, oh, do you like wheels? I'm like, that's such a weird question from him. And then she's like, yeah, I like wheels. And then she's like, I like jet skiing. I'm like, wait, the translation's wrong. And then he's like, oh, but jet skis don't have wheels. I'm like, wait, that he actually asked that question. It makes no sense why he asked if you like wheels. And then she said, I like jet skis. I'm like, wow, they're both so weird.
I think this one, like the both clips, if they include that, like it's more interesting. But I think like there's no chemistry, right? Like it's just like it looks like they're just chatting like in a friendly way.
Okay, I don't think that, I know this show is supposed to be like, oh, it's supposed to be hot passion romance, but like, I feel like feelings develop even when you're being friendly. Like how him and Sian were just playing in the pool and they're like being like, kind of very like childish with each other, right? They were doing that and then they had feelings for each other. So I don't think it's like, oh, like only if it's like, oh, like, how do you feel? What do you like doing? And then that's the only way for them to get feelings, right? Just even this kind of friendly banter, because it's just the two of them, they will feel something's like grabbing hold of them. That's how I feel. I don't know, I'm just kind of annoyed that they didn't include this. But I guess that's because they were trying to spin a narrative. That's the theory I'm going with. So, all right, next clip. Oh, it's the triple date. See,
Oh my
I
God.
told you, in the preview, they had the 3 people in a tub, but they didn't show this.
Why?
I don't know, because it wasn't romantic enough, I guess.
Even then, like it's interesting to watch.
Yeah. They're flirting with each other. So the 3 of them did share a room. That's so funny.
I see.
이것도 이색적이다. 나도 반신욕 하는 거.
안 좋아할 것 같아.
잘 안 해봤던 것
즐기지
같아.
않을 것 같아.
Not a
이거
bad
같이 하니까
person.
좋다.
I see.
이것도 뿌릴까?
와, 이거 완전 뜨거운 물인데?
너무 좋은데? 우리 거기 옹기종기
It's so awkward. It's so funny. Oh, this is why she said like, oh, you say you don't like swimming or you don't like water or something. He said that to Dongho, and I was like, when did they talk about that?
허브인가?
이렇게 있지.
Wow, why they didn't include that clip? It's so interesting.
They're just looking at each other's toes.
집도 한번 해볼게. 아 이게 약간 부채처럼 펴지네.
Oh wow, he touched her toes.
아, 내일 돌아가기가 싫다.
지금 오늘 밤샐 각인데 이거?
Okay. So I didn't know that he fanned her toes out like this.
Yeah, some skin touch.
Skinship. Even if it was awkward half the time, I can see why Halen was closer to Dongho then. Not just obviously the conversation really helped, right? But just like he was flirting back. I thought he didn't flirt back at all, basically, you know? Other than this, remember they were measuring the arm in the car? I thought that was the only time they touched. So this is different, you know?
Why they didn't include this?
I don't know. That's why you need to watch this, or else tomorrow when we watch it, we'll be like, what if Dongho picks Halen? I feel like there's a chance he picks Halen because we saw also in the preview that like they dove onto the bed together, right?
Yeah.
Like clearly, like there's more chemistry than we realized. I thought he was just like being nice, you know, and she's just like, oh, I like guys when they blush, blah 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 blah. Clearly, there's more chemistry between them than between him and Auden. It feels more just like standard like dating romance. But between the two of them, there's this kind of
Yeah, I think there is, because if there's none, then Dongho will talk to her, right?
True. But we didn't even see him tell Yoojin that he's not interested either, though. In the previous week, that we didn't even see in the last week, I think Yoojin was like, oh, I want to take you to paradise. And he didn't say no, but he was just like kind of like struggling to answer. They didn't even include that. So I guess like they just want us to focus just on the two of them. Halen and Auden. What if he picks Halen in the end?
It's his choice, so can't do much.
Wouldn't you be sad? You said you were going to be so sad if he doesn't pick.
I'm not so sad. Like, I was rooting for Theo and Sian from the beginning, right? It didn't work out, so I just jumped to them.
Oh, so they're not your like true ship, so you don't really. Okay, all right.
Those clips are so interesting.
They are. I don't know why they don't. They should just make the episodes a little bit longer, like, and they can include the stuff, right? It's not like they have to fit everything in an hour slot. Oh. Okay. This is. Oh, she's already wearing. We should eat
그렇게
ice.
더위가 올라오대.
Oh, she looks pretty red.
안녕하세요. 식용 얼음 좀 부탁드릴게요.
뭐라고?
괜찮은데? 난 너가 편해 보이는 게 좋을 것 같아 항상 이게.
Huh.
태호 씨가 많이 신경 쓰였어?
그냥 오니까 알 것 같아.
그치.
Things are clear. What do you mean?
근데 진짜 혼란스러워지게 된 거는 분명 오빠랑도 하면서 진짜 생기니까 그게 갑자기
초반에 너를 뽑을 걸 맞지?
Wow.
눈을 이렇게 뜨고 있으니까.
내가 언제 그랬어?
진짜야, 네
그러니까 무서워갖고 뭐 웃겠냐?
They were intimidated by each other.
Yeah.
Why didn't they show that? Okay, anyway.
걱정 안 해도 되는 게 내가 생각한 건 아니나.
그냥 내가 여기서 자는 게 나을 것 같아. 사이즈가.
자기가 장난해?
Babe?
그냥 편하게 자고 잠깐 그냥 무릎 아플 거.
너무 좋아.
아니 한 번만 이거만 보자. 궁금할 수 있잖아.
Oh, it's so cute.
한번 누워봐.
Fighting for the smaller bed. Okay.
Why they didn't include those claps?
After every clip, we're just saying
Yeah.
that. The Sienna and Jenso clip, I actually feel like they really needed to include that because she said she felt more clear by
Yeah.
then. Then why is like everyone was like, oh, she's like lost and confused, and that's why she like.
Did the editor want the audience to think something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying, right? They clearly wanted us to think, oh, she's still confused, or she was just thinking, like, oh, confused between Tae and Junso and everything. And it's like, oh, like he was taking advantage of her. She like did this, right? She like not slapped, but like kind of like playfully hit him, and I'm just like, you don't do that unless either you're super friendly with them or you're flirting with them, right? And clearly she was flirting because they were talking about how like, oh, we should have picked each other from the start because we were like too intimidating to each other. So I think they didn't show this because they're endgame couple and they like didn't want it to be, oh, it's so sure that it's them.
They don't want us to.
Yeah, so maybe Junso and Sian did pick each other in the end. Maybe. I don't know. That's the only reason why I think they would cut that out, because that, I feel like, adds a lot of clarity to the situation, right? The other part, which was Arin and Dongho. I feel like the more I see Dongho in these like unreleased clips, the more I feel like he's a lot less reserved and a lot less like, you know, robotic kind of image where like he's like so like, oh, like I just like things like this, blah, blah, blah. Works in math and science type of image.
I think maybe that's how the editor want us to
Yeah,
see.
because obviously, yeah, they were trying to be polite and take the smaller bit, whatever. I feel like they were so much more playful in this clip. Actually, it's similar to when they were having breakfast. That's like the amount of playfulness that they had with each other, right? Seeing more of that makes me feel more like, oh, they do feel more comfortable with each other versus just like, oh, it's so like, yes, I like you. You are my ideal type. We live
What
in the
is
same
that
neighborhood.
subtitle, like babe?
Yeah, he said, I think he said like 자기야 or something like babe. I don't know if that's, sorry, I don't know if that's actually, I'm just saying, I'm just making up shit, all right? I'm just making up everything. But I think he said something like, don't be like that, babe, like in Korean. Endearing term. Yeah, I wouldn't expect him to use that.
They are cutting off all the clip where like people are getting too close and too comfortable because they don't want our audience to like
Assume they'll end up
assume
together.
or like get into conclusion. But I feel like this couple might end up together, like you said, Sian and Yuk Chun-soo, Dong-ho and Arin, already like, you know, kind
I
of
see.
comfortable, and it's guaranteed that they're gonna pick each other, right? So if they show this clip,
Okay. That makes sense. Just one more clip. Yeah, it's just them in the car.
어제? 어제 좀 취했던 거 40분 세더라고. 진짜 실제로 나도 갑자기 약간 눈시울이 붉어지는 거야.
찡했어, 그치? 완전 괜찮아졌어.
진짜?
This is the second date.
yeah.
애교 이런 거 없어?
나?
애교.
애교.
있어 보이진 않지.
Yeah, they're holding hands here.
귀엽다 그러던데. 동의하지 않아 나는.
귀여우면 있지. 지금? 자자.
하고 있어요.
Huh? We're just looking at the camera. Okay, so not only were they not fighting the entire time,
Yeah, there are some like cute moments.
they had
See, I
they
told
had
you,
like
they
that
don't
hand holding
want-
thing.
They
Yeah.
don't want us to see all those
Oh.
stuff. They want us to assume as if like, you know, they're feeling cold with each other.
Yeah, they edited it so like specifically. Okay, I now I'm like 99% sure that Sian will pick Junso at the end. I don't know. I don't see. They're so comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The way they edit the clip
Mm-hmm.
is like where Yuk Jun-soo was about to fall asleep.
Oh yeah.
So like that's how they want us to see like we're like, oh, he's falling asleep, you know.
Yeah.
But in the next episode, like he didn't even fall asleep.
Yeah, he
He
literally.
was just like closing his eyes.
Yeah, he literally closed his eyes
They
for a
just want
second.
us, yeah.
Yeah, dang. Editors. Maybe that's why it took them so long to release this season. Because usually they release it in December, but this year they released it mid-January, right? So they're like, how do we like trick the viewers so
They
that they
want-
watch the entire season?
Yeah, they want us to trick. Because remember, like we mentioned this before, I don't remember which season, but in one season, like one couple, they were fixed from the beginning till end. Remember that couple?
Yes.
I don't know their names. I don't remember their names, but yeah, both of them were so much, they were so into each other that they didn't even care about other candidates. So even us, like watching those,
Yeah.
we knew like they will pick each other, right?
Yeah.
So once it gets confirmed, then there's nothing much to see. Like
That's
we
true.
know that they will pick each other, you know?
They will pick up.
In the end, like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why, yeah.
Solen
this
and
time, this time they want us to like, you know.
that couple, like, some people really liked watching them, and some people were like, this is so stupidly boring.
Yeah, most
So-
I feel like most people will get bored.
Yeah, that's why they wanted to have more drama after
Yeah.
that. After
People
that
like
season.
watching drama.
Yeah, but then some people are like, oh, like I miss when everyone is just like so nice to each other and falling in love,
Yeah.
and then that's it. And-
Season 3 was really interesting too. Season 3, like,
Yeah.
like even like around ending part, like there was so much drama, right? With
Yeah.
Gong-hee.
Oh my gosh, Won Hee
Yeah.
like single-handedly made everything
Yeah,
dramatic.
it just everything.
Because the other guys were nice, but they didn't have that much drama,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's just mainly Guan Hee stirring drama, and the girls obviously. This season, I feel like the guys have done a good job. To be honest, like they've kept things interesting.
I feel like compared to last season, this season is not that dramatic. Don't you think so?
No, this season's way more dramatic. What do you mean?
For me, I didn't see that much drama actually. Like,
Okay, I
feel
disagree
like-
with you.
I feel like they're just like kind of like deciding.
Okay, so how was it dramatic in season 3 then?
No, especially with Gong Hee,
How was it dramatic versus this season, right?
because he was actively like communicating, and then with every like all three girls.
I mean, you can say that they're doing that here too.
Yeah, but here we can obviously see whom they're less interested.
The way they edited the show without us seeing these unreleased clips, we thought that Sian liked Teo until like 2 episodes ago, or until the last episode, right? We thought she had the most feelings for him. I mean, she did until a certain date, right? And then she's also still like considering Jongsu still, right? And then there's also Dongho with like he's actively being pursued by 3 different girls. Every season in the past, there's been one person that has 3 people picking them. First season was Jia. Second season was Suki. Third season was Gwanhee. And this season, there's 2. There's 3 people trying to pick Sian, and then there's 3 people trying to pick Dongho. So I think like this season, there's more drama. I don't know what you mean there's less drama. Last season, when Gwanhee was not there, everything was so boring. Do you even remember the other guys' names? I like all the cast, okay? I don't hate the cast. Gwanhee was arguably the most interesting guy and probably the only interesting guy for the show, right? Like the only other drama really was when Minji came and then Jin-suk was moved away from Minyoung to Minji.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, Minji like went full on for Gwanhee and then he just went back to Minyoung, right? That was the only thing. Like all the other guys just they liked one girl and then they didn't like anyone. Like Hanbin, was it Hanbin or Habin? Habin, yeah, he didn't like anyone until like Hajong, and then I have nothing to ask in paradise, and then she's like, oh, okay. And it was so like, what the heck? So I don't know. I think there's way more interesting people this season in terms of guys and girls. So I don't know. We're gonna watch the finale tomorrow. Really excited for that. I don't know how fast I'm gonna be able to edit it,
He
but
was warning me from today morning.
from
that
yesterday. Don't go on
Not
social
to
media.
watch.
Don't open Twitter. Don't open Instagram. Don't open Facebook. Don't open.
Because you got spoiled last season.
So we reacted last season, right? I lied and pretended I didn't know how the show ended, but I knew Gwanhee would pick Haesun.
I didn't know though.
Yeah, because I didn't want to spoil it for you. So that's why I was just like, I needed to pretend I didn't know. I was like,
I was so surprised, and I was like,
yeah, I was faking it because I didn't want to ruin it for you. Like I wasn't trying to fake for the camera. I was trying to make sure you like
I
had
was
it.
so happy that Gong Hee picked up.
Yeah, you were the one screaming it. I was just like, oh,
What is her
wow.
name?
Haesun.
Yeah, Haesun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was rooting for her.
I think that's what's missing this season. There's no like one consistent pairing that people can root for from beginning to end. That was supposed to be Sian and Tae, but obviously that didn't work out. So that's why it's.
I can
feel like some
see
people are
like
like,
even in
yeah.
comment like people are switching, jumping. Okay, before I was this, now I'm this. Now I'm rooting for this.
Yeah.
Even I was like that too. I was rooting for Teo and Sian. Now I'm rooting for Dongho and Arin.
I don't know if Dongho will pick Arin or Haelin, just because Haelin does seem like an interesting choice, even though I think that she's better matched with Arin. But anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Well, actually, bye. They're so comfortable with each other.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
the way they edit, the way they.
Huh?